Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another episode of The Comb Show. We are so excited to bring you once again another exciting story full of twists and turns. Grab a seat and stay right into the end of the story. Please like, share, comment, and please subscribe. We would like a subscribe from you. It helps our channel, and a like helps YouTube and TikTok to show it to more of your friends that might need this story. Let's get right into the story. This story is from one of our friends, David. His name is David. And the story goes, I've never thought I would find myself in a situation like this, questioning everything I thought I knew about my family. My wife, Linda, and I have been married for almost 20 years, and our son, Jake, has always been the joy of our lives. With him recently turning 18, we are excited to see him embrace adulthood, full of promise and potential. Linda and I have always shared a strong bond. Despite facing various challenges over the year, we've always tackled them together. So when Linda approached me recently with a serious expression, I was unprepared for what she was about to reveal. She told me she needed to discuss an important issue she had been keeping to herself for a long time. Linda revealed that Jake isn't biologically mine. She admitted that she had an affair with her ex before we were married, and she didn't discover she was pregnant until after we had already tied the knot. At the time, she was overwhelmed and chose to keep it a secret, hoping it will never come to light. Linda assured me that she had never seen her ex again after that. I was devastated and asked, "Why are you telling me this now?" She said she had never planned to tell me, but something had happened that forced her to come clean. She explained his biological father had passed away a few weeks ago. Linda received a letter from her ex-lawyer. The letter revealed that her ex had recently learned about Jake, and before his death, has arranged a significant inheritance for both Linda and Jake. The lawyer explained that her ex wanted to ensure Jake would be cared for despite never having been part of his life. When Linda shared this with me, it felt as though the ground has been pulled out from under me. I was in shock, unable to believe what I was hearing. For 18 years, I had been convinced that Jake was my son in every way. I've been there for all his milestones, his first step, his first day of school, teaching him to drive, and now learning that he isn't biologically mine shattered me. Linda said she could no longer keep this a secret, especially with the inheritance now on the table. She wanted us to confront the truth together and figure out our next step. I was overwhelmed with anger, hurt, and confusion. Part of me wanted to walk away, to shut down and leave it all behind. Yet another part of me knew that Jake is still the same boy I've loved and raised for 18 years. In the days that followed, I found myself questioning everything. How would Linda have kept this from me? What does this mean for my relationship with Jake? I know he isn't biologically mine, but in every other way, he's been my son. The betrayal I felt, however, was profound and hard to ignore. I made the painful decision to remove Jake from my will, reasoning that with the new inheritance from his biological father, he would be financially secure. Even if as I made this decision, I understood it wasn't just about the money. It was about the trust that had been broken and the life I thought I knew that was now in the question. Linda insists she did what she thought was the best at the time and deeply regrets her action.
What? What the fuck?
But now I'm left grappling with whether I can ever move past this and rebuild the trust that has been so severely damaged. Jake still doesn't know the full story, and I'm torn about whether to tell him. As he's on the brink of adulthood, I don't want to overwhelm him with this right as he's beginning his own life. Yet I also believe he deserves to know the truth even if it's painful, I'm at a loss. How do I move forward with this? Did I make the right choice? Or am I letting my emotions cloud my judgment? What should I do? What should he do? What do you think our brother David should do? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's just take a little time to dive a little bit deep into this story, right? From the stories, let's check firstly the timeline. The boy Jake, who isn't biologically David's son, is 18. They've been married for 20 years. And according to the story, Linda said this affair happened before they got married. And she found out during the marriage. So clearly from this timeline, is absolutely clear that the affair happened during their marriage, because they've been married for 20 years, almost 20 years, and then Jake's son is 18 years. So clearly, there is something that isn't adding up according to the story your wife is telling you. And also, if the ex was that good for her while they were dating, or while they were having while they were dating back in the past, why didn't they just got married? It's either the man wasn't biologically wasn't financially stable to get married to her, or maybe if the man was actually financially stable, maybe he just didn't see in her a woman to wife. So in this case, it happens, you just found out another truth, that you are your wife's second choice. All right. And then secondly, according to the story, she has vowed not to reveal this secret ever to David. But she just finally decided to reveal the secret. Why now? David asked that question in the story, which is actually great. Then why now? The why now can just be explained because, a woman will never settle for less. Mostly, they will settle for better. And every human being will actually settle for better. You can only settle for better, actually. So, if he is not deciding to throw away your 20 years or 18 years of marriage, your 20 years of marriage, just because of a secret, and reveal this secret to you now, it means whatever inheritance the ex is leaving for her, and the son is will actually be better than whatever inheritance you will ever leave for the both of them or for your family. So in this case, there is a financial aspect that is playing in this whole story. Your wife just decided to throw your 20 years of marriage under the bus because of a better inheritance. That's another way you should look at the story. So this is what I'll have to say personally from my opinion to my brother David. Guy, it's not bad that you've taken the son, like your supposed son, out of your will, because if you have other sons that need a will from you, since he is already taken care of financially, it's just right that the rest of them has enough to take care of for them, because the less, the more, and then the merrier for your son, so they can also have a chance at having some financial stability from the little you might leave behind. And then about your son, about Jake, who is your son, or the son that belongs to your ex. You think she is emotionally strong to handle the issue? I think you can just discuss it with your wife, and then you tell him the truth. I'm sure he should be able to handle it. It's good he knows the truth and then know wherever the inheritance is coming from, because from here on, I believe there might be frictions in your marriage and he might be guessing why all this is happening. So it's just clear and honest for you to be clear with him and honest with him right from the beginning, just after learning, so that he doesn't happen to grow a hatred for you for something that you are not responsible for in the first place. And then the final thing is, as for the love for your son, for Jake, if you still I don't think you should take it away from him for no reason. If you can, because I don't believe children should pay for their parents' sins. If you still see in him the son you have raised, and he accept, and then he is ready to accept you as the father and accept your love, you should keep on loving him the way he should be loved, just like you've been doing it all along. And for your marriage, I don't really have a lot to say about your marriage, because this is a decision you might have to make on your own. But I know the path more than 50% of men would take. So guys, this was the story, and this was my opinion on the story. I can't wait to hear what you have to say in the comment section. So get to the comment section and tell us what you think about this story. So I'll see you on the next one. And for now, have a lovely day. Ciao.